Hello everyone, Dawn Marie here. Welcome back to my crafty corner. I hope you're all having a good day today. I hope your weather is well where you're at. It has been pouring for 2 days here, so it's been very gloomy. Very sad. But the sun did come out a little bit, but it's actually getting gloomy again. So I'm going to be doing a card for you featuring this Stamptember exclusive stamp set with Simon Says Stamp and Clearly Besotted called Magnificent Magnolias. I'm also going to be using my alternate watercolors. So I will go ahead and paint one bloom out for you so you'll get to see how that looks. I like these watercolors. They're very creamy. They are almost transparent. They're a little opaque, not overly opaque though. At least the colors that I had used. You know, colors vary from, you know, the transparency varies from color to color. But the colors that I used today in this video, they weren't too bad. They were a little on the opaque side. Not too bad though. Slightly, you know. I use the water brush with it. I'm not used to water brushes. I use a brush mostly. I don't use a lot of water brushes. I do with when I use my zigs though. But you know how you get a water brush that will put out too much water? Well, this one's the opposite. This one put out very little water. I had to really squeeze it to get water out of it. So some people might like that. I know a lot of people don't like it when too much water comes out of them. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I will work with it again as well as the watercolors. So if anybody's interested in getting a more full in-depth review of these watercolors, I know they've been done before, but if anybody's interested in me doing it, leave me a comment. I'd be more than happy to do that for you once I've worked with them a little bit, you know. So I went in with Citrus Burst to start with. I've covered my whole bloom with Citrus Burst, and then I put Fresh Lemon closer to the bottom of the petal, into the deeper parts of the petal. And then I also went in with some Warm Sunshine, and then I will come in with some Sunkissed and Orange Cream. What happened was I started out with two lights of colors, and then as I went along, I started adding darker and darker shades. So then I ended up with orange in the deepest part. But I ended up using 5 different colors to get the correct color that I would like. I think I used more orange cream in the big bloom, which you don't see me paint, but you'll see it once it's finished. But basically I did like I always do. I put the deepest, darkest parts of the petal, I put them darker. I made them dark. And then that's where I put most of my contrast. And then I lightened it as I adding more water and lighten it up as I go up. Now here I am using the orange cream, deepening the contrast a little bit. And I will go ahead and blend that line out so that, you know, there's no line in it. Obviously that won't look good. But yeah, blend that out to the light up top. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. You know, I was sick for the good part of the weekend, and I don't know, I think I started with it last Monday, so it was about a week feeling, you know, kind of lousy and having a sore throat, but I'm feeling better. I'm doing much better. I don't know that I'm going to have a video on Friday. I'm supposed to go out of town. I'm going to try to have it up before that, but I'm not positive. So if I don't have one, I apologize. I will definitely be back on Monday though with my usual schedule. My next batch of cards is going to be my monthly hero card kit for September. So yeah, I'll be working with that card kit. So far I have about 7 cards done with that card kit, so it'll be a little bit longer video. So you'll get a longer video in place of the fact that I don't put a video out. I'm probably not going to get one out on Friday, but I might, you never know. Anyway, I have a background die here from Gina Marie Designs. It's called Candy Stripe. And what I did was I cut 2 of them out and I flipped one over, so I'd end up with like a lattice pattern, which I liked. I thought that was pretty cute. I'm using a piece of fog cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, top folding, Simon Says Stamp cardstock. And my sentiment is also cut out of Simon Says Stamp black cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and place my blooms down. figure out where the placement is of that for them. But first I'm going to erase some adhesive I got on my good thing there isn't a sand eraser, because I use it quite frequently, because I'm always getting adhesive on my panel, you know. But you gotta wait till it's completely dry or you will tear that panel. Done that before. So I'm gonna go ahead and place them blooms on my on top of the lattice. Try to figure out a nice placement. I usually spend a couple minutes messing around with that. But I will end up putting the big bloom off the side of the panel. It looks a little bit more natural that way. So I'm using a little foam tape by Darice. There's very thin strips on the back of my sentiment. Good thing it's a little on the wider side, the sentiment, because then you can get away with putting foam tape, which I needed to do because I overlapped it over top of my dimensional flowers. I put foam tape on the back of those as well. So I'll go ahead and take the foam tape off and place them on my card. I'll put the single bloom up top. Now I'm going to overlap this one, and I'm going to have it hanging off the card, which I'll cut off obviously. So I had a giveaway video up, but I took it down because I had a winner, and I've taken care of all that, but I took it down because apparently giveaways, you have to do giveaways in a certain way. You have to have your rules, you have to have links to the community page and YouTube's rules. You have to look into your state and federal rules for it, because it's considered a sweepstakes. So, and they will flag your account, or give you a strike, or even ban you if you haven't done it right. And I didn't do that because I honestly didn't know. I should have looked into it, obviously. But I seen everybody else doing giveaways. I just assumed it was okay. Never assume. So I took them videos down just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get banned. But going forward, when I do one, I'll make sure that I have all the rules and everything done correctly. Apparently there's other rules internationally too, so I don't know that I'll be doing it internationally anymore, but I'll look into it and make sure that I have it done correctly going forward. But I appreciate all of you subscribing. I really do. It's very humbling, and it's lovely. It's truly lovely. All the comments are so sweet. So I'm using a little Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen here on my thank you. That die is from Altenew. It's called Simply Thank You. I'll go ahead and cut the remaining pots off of my card. Next, I'll come in with some Lucy's Little Things. They're ice crystals, ice cubes, I believe they're called. I'll make sure that I link all the supplies in the description below, as well as on my blog. So here is a close-up photo coming up of my finished card. And like I just said, the supplies I use have been listed in the description below, and they will also be on my blog. Leave me a comment with any questions or suggestions, or just say hello. I would be interested in if you would like me to do a review of these Altenew watercolors. So let me know. I'll be back with a new video probably on Monday. Unfortunately, I don't know about Friday. I hope you enjoyed today's card, and if you did, why not go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, you could subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have your support. I have new content generally 2 or 3 times a week. I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye now.